What is happening, everyone? I hope we're all well. Today I do not feel like vlogging whatsoever. Last night I got about 4 hours sleep. My sleep on this prep has been disrupted so much. I keep waking up every 2 hours or so out of pure hunger. But we're in the last couple of days now, so I said why not today do a bit of a Q&A. Didn't even mean to rhyme. Call me fucking Shakespeare. So I put up on my Instagram story, ask me questions as regards to my transformation. And we got a lot. No wasting time, let's jump into it. How are you feeling and are you happy with this or are you gonna build more? I'm gonna be fully honest here. I'm mentally exhausted, my body is exhausted, my sleep is fucked, so overall I'm feeling okay. Definitely very stressed. I say those cortisol levels are extremely high right now, but what can you fucking do? And to answer the question, am I going to build more? To be honest, the physique that I have right now is not maintainable whatsoever, not realistic, so I'm definitely going to go into some sort of lean bulking phase straight after this, and I'm going to vlog everything as well, so make sure you're subscribed. Body fat in both. So in this photo here, I reckon I was in and around 20%, 22% even body fat. Right now, I'm probably around 10, 11%. How many calories did you start your cut on, and how many calories are you on now? I started my cut on around 2,400 calories on training days and around 2.2k calories on rest days. So they've always kind of been low. Right now it's just every day is 1,700 calories and 20 grams of carbs, which is killing me. What's the weight difference? In the first photo I was in and around 83, 84 kg, and right now I'm in and around 73, 74 kg. So I'd say there's about 10 kg in difference between the two. How did your body cope with zero carbs, especially as being a diabetic? It's still a bit all over the place because it takes a while, especially with diabetes, for your body to adapt to new changes. Overall quite good. I feel like my control would be even better though if I was eating more calories. But it's not just a change in carbohydrates, it's an increase in cardio, an increase in intensity of training. Cortisol levels are all over the place, so it's kind of hard to pinpoint exactly why my blood sugars are bad. All of it's playing into it. Did you struggle mentally or have any setbacks during the transformation? My main struggles were with diabetes, just my blood sugars going all over the place. When my blood sugars went low, I had no choice, and I still have no choice but to have some glucose, which means I go over my calorie intake, which means in turn I have to do more cardio or else cut a bit out of a meal. So that's probably been my biggest struggle so far. And at the moment now, a big one is my sleep. My sleep is so disrupted. There's nothing I can do about it. It's so annoying. Do you think this prep would be easier if you weren't diabetic? 100%. If I didn't have diabetes, the prep still wouldn't be easy at all, but it definitely would have taken a lot of stress off my back. I already mentioned the stresses of diabetes with this cut, and as a diabetic they say that you have to make 180 diabetic related decisions per day, which already is very stressful, so the cortisol levels are already high. So then absolutely depleting your body of food, depleting your body doing so much exercise is all just added stress on top of that. So yeah, I do think it'd be easier if I wasn't diabetic. What has been my diet and how many workouts per week with which exercises? Go back and watch my videos. I literally have so many videos showing my workouts, my nutrition, everything. Cheeky vlog. How did you stay so disciplined on the cut? Discipline always comes down to remembering your purpose and remembering why you started. If you don't have a why for anything that you do, you're going to fucking fail. For an example, I run a coaching company. My why is because I know that I want to change millions and millions of lives. That's what keeps me going. That's truly what I feel is my purpose in life. With my cut, I knew that these 14 weeks of cutting out all the distractions, working on myself, building up my mental strength was going to change my life forever. That was my why. That's what kept me disciplined throughout everything. How long did it take you to get to a state where you were happy with your body? To be honest, I don't think I've reached that state, and I don't think that I ever will. I don't think anyone really does, because the day you join the gym is the day that you're forever not going to be happy with your physique, because you always want to strive for more and more, which isn't a bad thing, but it's definitely a bad thing in when you're trying to be content with what you have. How long did that transformation take? 14 weeks. Tips for growing chest. I would use a mix of strength training and high volume training. For an example, on something such as flat dumbbell press, a compound movement, I do that for like 2 sets of 6 to 8 reps with a high enough weight. But for an isolation exercise then, like chest flies, I would do that for like 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps with a lighter weight, but really focusing on the movement, squeezing the chest and having that mind muscle connection. Did you give up alcohol? I did indeed. I gave up alcohol 14 weeks ago the second I started this photo shoot, and you know what, I probably would have gotten away with drinking alcohol for the first like 6 or 7 weeks of this shred, and I was literally living in Marbella at the time. It would have been very easy for me to go out and party every other day. But as I said, if we go back to the purpose thing, I wanted to build that mental strength. I wanted to test my discipline, see how mentally strong I really am. So I didn't want to drink at all. I wanted to prove to myself that I could go out, have fun without needing any sort of alcohol whatsoever. But in a couple of days I'll be having my first drink. Exciting times. And I think the night before the photo shoot as well, I'll be taking like 2 shots of whiskey just to really dry out. I'll probably be fucking drunk off that at this point. What mass gainer do you suggest? None. I think mass gainers are absolute bullshit. Sugary, processed, not good for you. This is coming from a man sponsored by a supplement brand that sells them. Bullshit. How long is your cock? What the fuck is wrong with some of you people? People are 2 inches. You should come live in LA with that too, bro. You would make 50k a night. What the fuck? These questions are getting weird now. Do you want to go to LA? Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you have any additional questions, leave them in the comment section below. Appreciate you all. We're nearly at the end of the shred. Let's keep fucking pushing. I'll see you tomorrow.